On the last episode of Real Wives of Benton Harbor.
She a boss, I rub her feet. Can't you tell she been working? We different, but we the same. I know nobody's perfect. If it's real love, make her your wife. Elevate a little further. Breaking generational curses. Cause I know that you're worth it. I wanna do this for my whole family. I wanna sit down and build a legacy. I'll get down on both knees because you my queen. Like SWV, bet you got me weak in the knees. I'm just trying to tell you what's important to me. Protect your mental health, it'll spread like a disease. Shout out to all of
Hello.
Hi, Cindy.
How are you, Gabrielle? Come on in. When I was a child, I grew up with an alcoholic father, and I was the oldest of three girls.
Growing up, Cindy didn't dream of fame or fortune. She didn't ask for a perfect life. She simply dreamed of a happy life. A peaceful life. A life built on love, family, and meaning.
You better stop saying you're getting too old and you're so tired because you still have a ways to go.
From working as a bank teller to becoming a full-time goat farmer, Cindy's journey is far from ordinary. Cindy's story is a reminder you can reinvent your life at any age. You can follow peace. You can follow purpose. You can follow God's plan, even when it doesn't make sense to anyone else.
my mind when I'm asleep. Like SWV.
Watch Cindy's story and others on the Real Wives of Benton Harbor YouTube page. This week on Real Wives of Benton Harbor.
She a boss, I rub her feet. Can't you tell she been working? We different, but we the same. I know nobody's perfect. If it's real love, make her your wife. Elevate a little further. Breaking generational curses. Cause I know that you're worth it. I wanna do this for my whole family. I wanna sit down and build a legacy.
Meet Gabrielle Moore,
Get down on both
mom,
because you my queen.
wife,
Bet you got me weak.
author, survivor, and beauty queen.
Protect your mental health, it'll spread like a disease. Shout out to all the queens out there.
We all have a story. As for Miss Gabrielle Moore, or rather Mrs. Virginia, America's United States, her story begins right here in Benton Harbor, Michigan.
Watch me do my thing, throw some money, I'll make it rain. Stop, I'm going big, and if you can't come, that's fine by me. Drop, I'm going in, bass so loud it's in my skin. Drink, and then repeat, do what you want when you're here with me.
Hey, Gabby. All right, honey child, let's get down to it. We know your name, but tell us who you really are.
That's a loaded question. Who am I? Keep it all the way real during this whole thing. So I'm
Okay.
Gabrielle Moore, born and raised in a small town called Benton Harbor, Michigan. Very small, but they have huge flair. They do everything big. They love the cars, the flossing, the jewelry, that type of thing. So we always stood out. I now live in Richmond, Virginia. I've been here for about 18, almost 19 years, but my heart is still home. Benton Harbor will always be my love. I am a mother of three, Jalen, Marlon, and Justice, and I am a married wife, 20 years. If I had to explain any further than that, I would say I am a simple girl with a great upbringing. Now, I know a lot of people will probably question that because what they know is that I came from a single parent home. Just my mother and I for many, many years. What they don't know or didn't get to see all the time is the tribe that I also had. I had my maternal grandmother, Sally. I had my great grandmother, Annie Pearl. Everybody loves Annie. And I had my aunts. It was never, oh, woe is me, I don't have a father, right? I know him, or I know of him. I don't know him, right? And I'm fine. Yes, I'm fine. And like, oh, but do you think that kind of shifted or shaped your life and made you make some of the decisions that you made? I turned out all right. You know, everybody pretty much loves me, well respected. And I feel like I have made a good life or contributed to the good life that me and my family have right now. I am now treading into a new chapter in my life, becoming 2024 and 2025 Mrs. Virginia, America's United States. Right? And people say, well, why did you go pageantry? Why did you want to do that? If I'm being honest, I could go way back. I saw people who were actually making something out of themselves, wanting to be more, and didn't have to do much. I was born and raised a Seventh-day Adventist. Our home church was Highland Avenue, which of course was in Benton Harbor, Michigan. And everybody, I call them my aunts and uncles, my church family. I was there my whole life. They were already doctors, lawyers, teachers, counselors, salesmen, nurse practitioners. I came up seeing this in real life, where a lot of people got theirs from the Cosby shows or the Huxtables, from what was his name, Uncle Phil, and the Winslows. No, you guys got it on TV, and this is not to brag or boast, but I had this in real life. So I've always known that I can be more, because that's what they instilled in us, right? We had a mixture of both private school and public school, which also helped mold me. So I always knew that there was nothing regular about me. That's not how they were bringing me up. 2023, I went through a depression. It was bad. I've spoke about this publicly before. A lot of people did not know. And I am a real advocate for mental health and mental health awareness now. But in 2023, I fell into a deep depression, and I just felt worthless. Like, I felt like I couldn't be there for my husband, for my children, for my family. It would be better if I just wasn't here, right? So I had to take some time, went to therapy, got with my husband and my aunt, who, kind of brought me back and was telling me how I am bigger than this, I am stronger than this. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it was so true. And that emotionally, financially, whatever I needed, they will be there. But if you've been depressed before, you know that sometimes it takes more than that. No matter what anybody says to you, you have to be the one to want to pull yourself out of that. So it took some nursing myself back to health, but I did. And when I came out, I vowed to not only be a better person, but be the person that I knew that I could be. I was online just browsing around like I do every day, and I saw a young lady in the Richmond, Virginia area who had just won a pageant. And I said, she looks gorgeous. It seems like she feels gorgeous, like she's just exuding, I am that girl, I am confident, and I was like, I want that, I want to be that, I want to do that. that's how I'm going to find myself. And I reached out to her, got some information on it. And she kind of just was telling me what the pageantry life was about, how it was sisterhood, and how it helped her. So I moved forward with it. And my first year, I was crowned, and that was 2024. Crowned Mrs. Virginia, America's United States. Ever since, it's like I have used my platform to not only advocate for mental health awareness, but also to give back. I give during prom season. I give during back to school season. And in November, there's a week that's near and dear to my heart. Feed the hungry and the homeless. And I've just been going nonstop. I was even a speaker for a women's wellness group last year, which was amazing. There were people who looked like me from every genre of careerism. Is that a word? From every genre of business, I should say. And it was amazing. And they chose me to be the key speaker. And I'm like, oh my gosh, more so a host. But it was an experience that I never saw myself doing this. And it just was amazing.
All right. So you got beauty, brains, and a good heart. What do you do for fun?
Have you guys seen my Facebook, my social medias? My husband and I travel. We're always, well, we don't let any dust settle under our feet at all. Almost every weekend we're out intentionally enjoying life. We're at lounges, we're at wine tastings, comedy shows. We do it all. Comedy shows, concerts. We're always somewhere. And it's because we have an understanding that to live does not mean you're alive. And it took for me to go through being depressed, him dragging me or helping to drag me out of that depression to say, listen, all of the fairy tale, the make-believe, the facades that we feel like we have to put on, we don't. And we're going to do this how we know best, like for us and genuinely. And we do it together. That's what I do for fun.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So at this point in your life, what do you want your legacy to be?
That question is so ironic to me because just a couple of weeks ago, I was riding down the street and I was listening to, I think, an old Beyonce song came on. And it dawned on me that I am no Michael Jackson. I am no Beyonce. I am no celebrity. When they're dead and gone, people will remember them forever. They will write in the history books about them. But when I die, only those that are close to me, that love and know me, will remember me. And when they're gone, that's it for me. And that kind of made me sad. Like, at some point, nobody will ever know that I was here. So if I was to go today, I would want my legacy to be authentic. I want people to say that she lived truthfully. She was true to herself. That she was not a good girl. She tried very, very hard to be and was an amazing person. I want my legacy to be genuine, loving, kind-hearted, generous, and an overall reflection of me not necessarily having to have a physical crown to feel like I was worthy, but being strong enough and brave enough to actually go out and win crowns. to exhibit to other people that they are worthy and they can be and do exactly what I've done. And I hope that my boys will carry the torch at some point. And they're in school now. My oldest little king, Jalen, is a precision machinist. My middle son is a sophomore at Virginia State University, and he's in mass communications. My baby boy, he's a freshman at Virginia State University in business administration with a concentration in agriculture. And all three of them are excelling. They are what excellence looks like, and they're young. I like to say that my husband and I had our hand in that. Their father right now is in school getting his bachelor's in business administration. I have several degrees and completing my doctoral degree right now. And I would love to think that us showing them what love, what empowerment, what respect, and what hustling gets you. It wasn't good enough that I got to see it coming up because we already lived in Virginia. They didn't have the Davises, the Tynes, the Harrises. They didn't have the Menassees and so many other people to teach them, the Woods, of course, or to show them what Black excellence looked like. So we had to step up and we had to be that. And just from them excelling in everything that they're doing, I feel like we've done our job. So not only am I living for my own legacy, I'm living to create or help them create theirs.
I have no doubt your legacy will be amazing. What would you like to say to a young woman that might be watching your story today?
You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be the very best person that you know how to be. Do right by people. Give when you can. If you don't have money, it doesn't have to be monetary. My grandmother, great-grandmother, always said, oh, I don't got no money, but I got something to eat. You want some chicken? You want some greens? I got some mac and cheese. If I have food, that's giving. Sometimes that's all people need. If I had to tell a young lady anything, it would be to please stay true to yourself. Love yourself wholeheartedly. You can't be and do for other people what you can't even do for yourself. You just can't. Just be authentic. Just be you at all times. Unapologetically. Be you and love you.
Mother, wife, beauty queen, tell me more about who Gabrielle really is.
Aside being a mother and a wife, I'm also a 2-time self-published author of erotica, as well as urban thriller novels. This is actually my 15th anniversary, so new book is coming next week for my birthday. I'm excited about that. I am also a serial small business owner. I do have several online-based businesses that I speak about all the time on all of my social medias. I have planners for monthly and yearly savings guides, budgeting, all of that type of good stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I write. I used to think I could sing, but not so much. I'm a good shower singer. I would like to say. My kids would probably say different, but no, I don't think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Mrs. Gabrielle Moore.
Depression and suicide are not always evident. If you find yourself withdrawing from your friends, saying goodbye, giving away important things, even displaying extreme mood swings, eating or sleeping more or less, please get help. Call the crisis line or the suicide crisis line at 988 or contact the crisis text line by texting 741-741. Remember, somebody loves you and we all need you.
Real Wives of Benton Harbor will return.